Hey, everybody. Professor Michael Smith here from Emporia State University's Department of Social Sciences, Sociology, and Criminology. Happy Constitution Day, September 17th, when we celebrate the signing of the American Constitution by the founders. Today's Constitution Day mini-teach is about Gary's Dragon. Gary's Dragon, otherwise known as gerrymandering, is named for Elbridge Gerry, a vice president of the United States and one of the founders. You know, in the United States House of Representatives and also in many of our state governments, the members of government are elected from districts, and the states are divided up into districts so that one member of the House doesn't represent the whole state, just part of it. But how do we divide it up into these different districts? Well, they're redrawn every 10 years because people move around, and it's necessary to make sure that each district has about the same number of people. So after the census, every 10 years, we draw new districts. Well, Elbridge Gerry was a vice president of the United States, and early on in the United States, political parties started to form. Now, George Washington didn't like political parties, but that didn't stop many of the people he worked with, like Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson, from supporting and founding the country's first political parties. And Vice President Gerry was a member of the Democratic Republican Party, founded by Thomas Jefferson. He believed that the United States should side with France against England, and that we should have a smaller federal government than what the Federalists wanted. Now, Vice President Gerry was from Massachusetts, and when it came time to redraw those districts in Massachusetts, he drew this one right here that looks kind of like a dragon, Gary's Dragon, or the gerrymander. See, what he was trying to do is group together people in the darkened parts of the dragon here that would vote for his political party and draw it around places that would vote for the other political party, the Federalists. A cartoonist put this head and tongue on it and these wings and these claws. And you might be thinking, well, Professor Smith, that doesn't look like a salamander to me. That looks like a dragon. That's right. Dragon is another word for what used to be called a salamander. Salamander doesn't just mean those little amphibians. It's an old-fashioned word meaning dragon. So the original gerrymander is actually Gary's Dragon. And by the way, many people don't know that that word is pronounced gerrymander. You'll often hear gerrymander, even from news reporters. But now you know how it's really pronounced. We still see gerrymanders today as the states are redrawn into districts every 10 years. This one right here is in northern Ohio, and it's called the Lake Erie Monster. And here it is together with another picture of the original gerrymander, Gary's Dragon. And here's my favorite, Pennsylvania's districts that some people call Goofy kicking Donald Duck. See the little Goofy and Donald Duck down there? Here are the two actual districts in red that were gerrymandered for various reasons by politicians in Pennsylvania. Now, some people think that we should no longer let the politicians draw their own districts. And in some states like California and Iowa, they don't, but in other states they do. There's no perfect way to draw these districts, and no matter what you do, they're going to come out looking a little funny sometimes because of where people live and places where there aren't so many people. But nevertheless, some of these districts go pretty far, and sometimes the politicians redraw them to elect more of their friends and fewer of their opponents, hence gerrymandering. I hope you've enjoyed today's Constitution Day lesson, and I hope you have a happy Constitution Day.